I'll be there in 1 second. All right. Sorry for the massive delay. Can you guys hear me? Hooray! Yeah, I was using a bad SD card. The GoPro demands you use one, so I put in an old one, and I've been meaning to go through and fix it and what's the word? Reformat it, but I haven't. Or I did and it still doesn't work and I just have to throw it out. But hello Ben, hello Triple T, hello Drew, and anybody else who might be there. I'm gonna go for the Count Chocula first. I've never had Count Chocula before. When I was a kid, we had, I wasn't allowed having any of the sugary cereals. And I think in the 80s they weren't, restricting as much on the sugary cereal side. Well, it's all full of glue on the bottom. So I think it was actually a problem. But now they heavily regulate sugary cereals, so it's actually some of the more healthy ones. I think these are all corn-based, which I don't think is very healthy. I don't eat much in the way of corn. Oh, sorry. Benny, you watching at work? Are you working today? Oh, these smell good. Alright, I'm gonna move these out of the way because fuck. Have you guys ever tried Count Chocula? Back to tie wrapping. That sounds exciting. So it smells like chocolate and marshmallows. The crunch is really good. It does taste like corn though, which isn't not my favorite. The chocolate flavor is pretty pretty tame. So for next week, I have all the videos done. I'm working on next week's, the week after. So what is that? Mondays is Walmart ribs. And Friday is Tim Hortons staff picks. Hey, it's the nerdy Newfie food reviews. Yeah, no, I don't like corn pops. It's not my thing. Yeah. I don't often think of those things, but yeah, I had way too much sugar yesterday. I kind of went into I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like a sugar hangover, but it happened like pretty much right away. It was just painful. Yeah, no, when I was a kid, the big thing, I mostly only had like puffed wheat, like the giant massive bag of puffed wheat, and that's pretty much all my mom would get for me. Somebody I was working with a while back at an oil company, they were saying Special K or cornflakes was like the only thing that they could have as they were diabetic, and I thought corn had a high glycemic turnover. Yeah, it could have very well been a toxic shock. Like, I felt just awful. Headaches, body aches, it was bad. Yeah, we had Rice Krispies every once in a while. Ooh, Fruit Loops. Yeah, no, I didn't get any of the like specialty flavored cereals unless I was like over at an aunt's house. Yeah, a lot of people think their granola is like a health cereal, and it's like some of the highest sugar stuff out there. Like granola is like you get those little like clusters. Those clusters are like held together with like syrup glue. These have lower sugar. For 1 cup, 12 grams of sugar. But yeah, I had somebody online argue with me over the granola, but like, I don't know, he went really weird about how he was counting the sugar, because the facts that they give you, it's by volume. So the serving size is by volume, and then all of your dietary is by weight. And nobody, other than people with like eating disorders or like really have to watch what they're eating for medical issues, like most people don't use a scale. They fill up the bowl and off they go, right? Whereas, yeah, like nobody's weighing out their cereal and then counting it that way. It's just, that's not how this system is designed. Bacon and sausage and ham, oh my. Yeah, I don't often have a meaty breakfast. I've been skipping breakfast a lot lately. Better hurry up, these are getting soggy. Yeah, it's nearly lunchtime here, so it's probably like well into the afternoon there. He's just realizing that now. That makes a really good cereal milk. That's a good one. The cereal's okay. I like it, it's fine. Probably wouldn't get it again just because of the because it's made with corn. I prefer like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Lucky Charms. But like, I'm also super weird and I really like Fiber One. Fiber One with like plain yogurt, like that's really good. So what are we gonna do? Cookies and cream or caramella creeper? I can kind of smell that through the box. CTC is elite? What is that? Female Frankenstein lady. Do you mean this one? The caramella? This one's supposed to be awful? Oh, cinnamon toast. Yeah, I'm not very good with my acronyms. I'm really good with my phonetic alphabet, though. Charlie, Tango, Charlie. Oh no. So yesterday I had the Beetlejuice freaking soda, and I think that's probably what gave me that horrible feeling. I think there was like 50 grams of sugar in a can. It was really high. If it wasn't like 50, it was like 45. It was a lot. Yeah, this is caramel apple flavor, and it smells like green apples. Oh no, I should have made a smaller bowl. Hey, Minitran, all the way from Australia. You missed the first cereal. We had Count Chocula for the first one. Other than it being corn, I rather enjoyed it. It had good cereal milk. People use CTC for Canadian Tire? I don't think I've ever heard of that. It tastes better than it smells. I don't know if you guys tried it, but there's a Cinnamon Toast Crunch caramel, and that is freaking awesome. But I think my favorite is it only comes out at like in December, and it's like it was gone fast this year. But they have a sugar cookie version. Oh my god. It's kind of like slightly vanilla flavored. I love it. It's my favorite one. Yeah, I think the Wednesday one, this one, was like, it came out a little while ago, and I think it was like really like short release on this one. And the Count Chocula and the Caramella Creeper like just came out this week, or last week, I guess. Dulce de leche. Dulce de leche what? Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Yeah, I haven't heard of that. Like the, I've had the caramel Cinnamon Toast Crunch. How long ago was the Dulce de Leche one? I didn't try the Wednesday cereal yet. It's cookies and cream. That'll be the third one I'm trying. I'm hoping I like it, because like I really like that style of food, snack food. What am I trying to say? I like Oreos. I don't eat them often. I don't think I'm gonna finish up this box. Hey Ben, do you want it for your kids? Yeah, I'm hoping the cookies and cream one's gonna have like a really good cereal milk. I've been having Captain Crunch lately because I haven't had it in a really long time, and they came out with like 4 different kinds. And I was like, okay, may as well try them. And again, it's more corn cereal. There's a lot of corn cereals out there, but I wanted to try something new, and I haven't had them forever. So I've been having those, and they don't have very good cereal milk. It's just not nice. What do you call full fat milk in Australia? Back in the day, we used to call it homo, because we call it homogenized milk. And just to shorten it up, we called it homo milk. But I like it so much more than like any other kind of milk, really. Oh, okay. You had an imported box of cereal. Neat. Where was that? At the, what is that place called? The Renegade Lunchbox or something like that? Oh, skim milk. Sad face. Full cream milk. That's an even better name. I like that. when I go live, I don't get my viewfinder on my camera, so it's kind of a weird, wonky angle. Yeah, Freak Lunchbox. That's where you got it? I went there years ago. I can't remember what I picked up. But yeah, that's a really cool store. We don't have them out here. What's whole milk? In Canada, we call it homogenized milk. Before, I don't know. I don't know how long ago, but when I was a kid, it was called homo milk. We call it homogenized milk now. But yeah, whole milk. Whole milk and homogenized milk are the same thing. But they call it homogenized because it doesn't separate. There's some process to it where it doesn't, like the cream doesn't rise to the top. I think it's partially like light pasteurization and a blending technique. Okay. Candy Depot. Do you have Rocket Fizz out there? We have Rocket Fizz out here, and it's like it's a good place to go and get like weird sodas, plus like sodas from all around the world, and some pretty strange candies. Ew. I'm not gonna finish that. That is no bueno. That milk is nasty. Oh. Oh boy. This smells really good. Oh, there's not many marshmallows. Oh, here we go. Actually, they're all on the bottom. I don't know why, but like some marshmallow cereals, their marshmallows just drop to the bottom. I didn't really notice. This is actually a pretty dark box. There's like skulls and ravens. I like it. Oh. You You don't have that in Australia? What do you mean? Like whole milk? Or like homogenized milk? Like your cream separates? Hey, Kevin. Hey, Toast. Oh, that's cool that you get some American cereals. It's really hard to get stuff from Australia here. Really, really hard. And even when we do get it, it's like it's so close to expiry. It's silly. Oh yeah, just like I thought. This is gonna be good cereal milk. Yeah, it comes out on Monday. 100%. I'm going to 7-Eleven on Monday to get an Oreo Slurpee. That is happening. You can't eat cereal, Kevin? Why? I haven't watched Wednesday yet. I've heard good things. And, oh, this is gonna be good. Like, look how thick that is. Oh, it's gonna be good. Oh, Rocket Fizz. Okay. So there's a very long delay with me talking and stuff coming up in chat. Like, I can finish a whole mouthful and look back and I've just started eating. Yeah, the cereal portion it's okay. Hello, Caleb. Thank you. Okay. I love the original Addams Family show. It was really good. Rob Zombie, I only bring it up because it's like the same era of television show, but Rob Zombie came out with the Munsters, and I haven't seen anything of it other than I followed the production team on one of my Instagram accounts. Cool. Yeah. I think North America doesn't really have like milk that separates, but I know in Europe they do have things like that. It's it's very important, especially for making clotted cream. You have to have a milk that's able to separate to make clotted cream. We're just getting Oreo Slurpees on Monday, so I don't know how I don't know how good it's going to be, but I'm definitely going to get one and try it. There's a list of new Oreo things that are coming out on Monday. The Slurpee was the one thing that just jumped out at me, and I'm like, oh, I gotta try that. It sounds horrific, but also like, what if it's really good? You never know. Oh. That milk is dark. I think it has a potential to stain. Yeah, I really like the Addams Family. I've recently watched the movies too, and I think it was the first one that was really good, held up really well. The second one was still pretty good, but not as good. Like, some movies hold up really well over time, and then others like should just be flushed down the toilet. Like The Karate Kid, I was such a big fan of The Karate Kid, and then I watched it again like 5 years ago, and I'm like, oh, this needs to be re-edited. You gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Light milk and skim milk. Yeah, we go by percentages here. We have 0, which is skim milk, which is probably what you have. 1%, 2%, and 3.25. And 3.25 is also known as whole milk. If you have 7-Eleven in Australia, it might be a good idea to check on Monday. I think it's Sunday afternoon there right now, isn't it? So Caleb, are you new to the channel? Like, that was like your first video, the Big Arch burger? What is her name? Is it Jenna Ortega? Is that who it is? Oh, there's so much of that chocolate powder on the outside of those puffs that it's almost like a silt on the bottom of the bowl. That is top tier cereal milk. Woo. All right. I am out of stomach room. So what's everybody's favorite cereal? I think Ben said his is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I had the swirls of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and those were, or cinnamon bun roll things. I thought the ratio was like really off. It was terrible. Yeah, there was so much cocoa on the outside of the cereal that it was it comes across as, so there's like the cocoa flavored corn, but then there's like this layer on the outside that leaches into the milk, and it causes a cereal silt. But yeah, that was my favorite. It was pretty good. This is an American thing. It's a iced coffee, but like it tastes like it's cereal milk. They're really, really good. But somebody brought that back from the US for me. Honeycombs. I haven't had those in a really, really, really long time. What am I thinking of? Is it Graham Cracker Crunch? I tried those when I was a kid, and even as a kid, I was like, wow, that's way too much. Like they were so sugary. Like there was almost like a glass coating on them of sugar. I was thinking about making coffee this morning, but I decided to have iced coffee because it's just way too hot. Oh, Sugar Crisp was another one. I don't know if they still have them, but they were like the puffed wheat things that I would get as a kid, but like they did like a candy coating on them, and I think I only ever had those once. It was just way too much. Oh, sorry. Fruit Loops. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Fruit Loops. I think they changed the way they make them here, and I wasn't really a big fan. Like they were a smoother sort of O-shaped cereal, and then they decided to make like a broken circle. I don't know. They changed the way they make them, and I didn't like them, and I think they may have changed the recipe too. And it's just not as nice anymore. Anyways, I think I will end the stream here, so I can go and digest all of my cereals. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, this week there is ribs on Monday. There are 3 different kinds of ribs I found at Walmart, and I wanted to compare them, and the difference is insane. Like I was pretty surprised at the difference in quality. And on Friday, it's another Tim Hortons. It's going to be Tim Hortons every Friday for September, because I had a few of them backed up. And that will be, I let the person at the window pick what I was going to eat. And yeah, so there was a 24-hour Tim Hortons challenge that I did, where I was ordering from the people in front of me. And yeah, I had that one ready for like a year, but I just it's so long, because it's long, so it takes like 2 weeks to break it down. So it'll probably end up being like a 15 or 20 minute video. Those 24-hour videos, they become so insanely long, and it's a big commitment to sit and try and do that. And then the other Tim Hortons video is comparing Tim Hortons coffee cups and packaging to McDonald's. And yeah, that one's really interesting. Kind of shed some light into the big differences between the companies and how they handle their morning coffee. But anyways, thank you so much for showing up, and yeah, hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next video on Monday. Peace.